Hello everybody, it's great to see you all today. Charlene here with a Get Ready With Me featuring the Coastal Scents Revealed palette. In the fall, I usually like to buy a new palette. Once a year I usually pick something up, and this one, when I was researching it, had some amazing fall colors. It's going to be my go-to all fall and all winter. This is the Coastal Scents Revealed 3D palette. I believe it's the third palette in a line of palettes. Okay, this one I think is just got some gorgeous fall colors. Do you see those? They're really beautiful. Okay, so I thought that the palette Revealed number 3 would be the best one. This is the third one to be developed. And I got it on Amazon for $15 and change. It was, I think, $20 or $30, but now that it's been out for a while, it's gotten cheaper. So I'm excited to try that. So today, let's begin. My skin is very dry today, so I started with my usual Dr. Denese Hydra Shield Moisturizer. And then I used this primer. Now I don't blur and illuminate. I needed something to illuminate my skin today. I have, for some reason, very dry feeling skin today. And so I used a little of this blur primer, and it did help to illuminate the skin. So this one is called the Maybelline Master Prime, and it has sunscreen, SPF 30, and it's very nice. I do like it. I do use it sometimes. But this is one of my favorite makeup, and this is wonderful if you want a fresh and dewy look, and it's very youthful looking on the skin. Full coverage, IT Cosmetics CC Cream. Base, it has an SPF of 50, which is so nice. Get a blending brush. This one is just an RT blending brush. I got it at I got this blending brush at TJ Maxx, which is where I get most of my brushes. Phenomenal brushes at phenomenal prices. A second coat of the makeup, a second layer of the makeup. So I turned 50 in August, so I am now 50. So I want to, keep the youthful look if I can, in terms of sort of a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a, just a beautiful moisturized look. Okay, very good. Okay, now one of my favorite drugstore concealers that I will be using today is the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Full Coverage Concealer. It's amazing. It reminds me so much of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This one's very high coverage and highly moisturizing. Whoa. It's quite the concealer. It's really full coverage. It rivals any high-end concealer. It's amazing. All right. Good. Okay, so the next is a little bit of cream blush. Now, I found in my collection the e.l.f. Cream Bronzer with the cream blush. It's called the Contouring Blush and Bronzing Cream. And they have this in a powder form, which I have as well. But I'm going to use the cream and top it with the actual powder form. So it's a lovely neutral color. It's kind of like a peachy, yeah, so I'm just going to press it into the skin. It's actually quite nice. I don't really use the contour cream much. I put a little maybe right here, but honestly, I really don't use that too much. And now I'm going to blend. There we go. Blend with a RT blending. This helps to blend the products. Blend the products up here. A little up there. And then the cream blush. And then after I powder, I will top it off with the powder version of the contour blush of the e.l.f. Okay, so let me powder with my Holy Grail powder, which is my Estee Lauder Lucidity in transparent number 6. Oh, but before I do that, let's put on eye primer so the eye look will last. Okay, a little bit of eye primer. Now today's primer is the Lorac behind the scenes eye primer. Brighten up the inner corners, that's really important. Inner corner brightening. Very nice. Now my Holy Grail powder. Estee Lauder translucent powder. Lucidity, translucent number 6. They've since discontinued this, I'm pressed, but they still have the pressed version of it available. Okay, so that's sufficiently pressed. When you do the pressing, when you press it onto the skin, it does minimize pores. Now I'm going to take the powder version of the e.l.f. blush and bronzer. This is well loved. I've been using that up, so I need to get some more. I really like that. And then I'm just going to top that off for the staying power. Put a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the nose. Okay, so that should be good. All right, now for the eyes. Oh, I'm really excited for the eyes. Okay, so the 3D palette. So today's look's going to be a fall look. So I'm going to begin with, actually, I will put a sheer color, let's see, this kind of peachy shimmer all over the lid. But I'm taking this color here, yes, this one right here, putting it all over the lid. I don't know what the name of it is. They don't have names for any of these. Okay, so now I'm going to take a crease brush. Here's a crease brush. This one is Cargo, the Magic Eye Brush. And I'm going to take this cranberry color, this one right here, and I'm going to put it in the crease. Alright. And then I'm going to just, my brush is going to go around in circular motions. Alright. So that's good. I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. In the crease, my brush is in circular motions. Very good. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of a darker color. This kind of darker plum color or grape color. I'm going to use a smaller brush. This one is a tiny Cala brush. I'm going to take that darker color, which is, you see it right there? There it is right there, okay? And I'm just going to put it the end there to deepen it up. This is a fall eye look. Something that I'll be doing a lot in the fall. Okay, good. Another more for this eye. Whoa. Okay, so that's good. Okay, now I'm going to again brighten it up with just my finger dabbed into the initial color, just to get a brighter look. Okay, there we go. See how that brightens up the eye look. I'm going to take the cranberry color on a UBC liner brush, and I'm going to put it just under my eye, just under the eye. A little bit, mix it with the other color, the grape, and then we're good. Same thing, cranberry and the same grape I used in the crease. which is just a drugstore eyeliner. Oh, this one is from Clean Color. It's an eyeliner or an eyebrow pencil, and I'm just going to use that as my liner today. Just a little light eyelining, nothing major. Ooh, whoa. Okay. You see, I'm just putting the eyeliner on the eye. I just bought this new mirror, so I'm going to use this to fine tune. Okay, fine tune the eye makeup. Okay, and I'm going to blend. Blending is like so important. Okay, let's blend a little bit with a blender brush. Here's a nice blender brush from UBU. And then let's blend that in so that we can have a nice blended eye look. And I think I want to just put a little bit more makeup or concealer here on the, even though I've already powdered, I need to just lift the eye a little bit with, clean it up here, which is what I do a little bit. Good. Clean it up. Very good. Okay, and then just put a slight bit of powder. I'll use this big Heavenly Luxe brush from IT Cosmetics. Get a little powder on there and just, do you see that? Just sort of set it with the powder. So I will curl my eyelashes and use the High Impact Mascara from Clinique. Two curled, should be all set. Oh, I use the Kevin Aucoin eyelash curler. It's very nice. I like it. Okay. High Impact Mascara from Clinique. And then we're going to blend it a little bit more. Blend it in with a Q-tip so everything looks really natural and well blended. Okay, good. Yes, that is wonderful. Now I'm going to clean up the eyebrows with the Q-tip. I had got a lot of makeup on my eyebrows. It's interesting because when I see people do their makeup, they never seem to get any makeup on their brows, and I always do. I'm always getting makeup on my eyebrows. Okay, so for the eyebrows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And I'm just feathering out. The Brow Wiz I'm using is in granite, the color granite. Feathering out, trying to make it look as natural as possible. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so that's good. A little bit up here. Okay, so I'm done with that one. Just a little bit of, now I'm going to do the other one. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm going to use the other end to blend it. Blend it on the other end. Good. Good. Okay, perfect. Now I just use a little bit of the Anastasia Brow Wiz to, tame it and set it. I I should be all set. Yes, the brows are done. Now lips. Today for my lips, I will be using a fall color. It's a Rimmel lip liner, Rimmel Lasting Finish in Cafe Au Lat, number 45. Lining my lip, and then I'm going to fill it in. My MAC Captive lip color in MAC. It'll brighten it up just a little bit. Need it to be a little bit brighter. That's perfect. That's perfect. I need a little bit more powder on my cheeks. Just to, okay, perfect. All right. And just the final touch, what I need is an eyebrow highlight. It needs to be brighter in the corner of my eyes and on my, so I'm going to use the lightest color in the Coastal Scents Revealed 3D palette. And I'm going to brighten up under my eyes. Much better. And then I'm going to use my finger and just go into the corners and brighten it up there. A little bit more brightness. Okay. Well, the look is complete. I hope you enjoyed this look featuring the Coastal Scents Revealed 3D palette. 20 eyeshadow colors for $15 and change. Good quality eyeshadows for an affordable drugstore price. Anyway, thanks for joining me and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.